This movie arrives with a premise that sounds like a tech-savvy twist on a classic thriller. It tells a story of Violett, a single mom who is terrorized via smartphone airdrops during a first date, forced to choose between killing her charming suitor, Henry, or risking her son's life. It's a concept that could have been a sharp, modern riff on films like Phone Booth, but instead, this movie is a frustrating misfire that overstays its welcome and collapses under the weight of its own gimmick. The film kicks off with promise, dropping us into Violett's nervous attempt to re-enter the dating world after surviving an abusive marriage. Meghann Fahy, who plays Violett, brings a flicker of earnestness to the role, while Brandon Sklenar's Henry is disarmingly likable, too likable perhaps, for how oblivious he remains to Violett's increasingly bizarre behavior. But as soon as the threatening airdrops start flooding her phone, the movie's cracks begin to show. What starts as a clever hook, anonymous messages dictating life or death stakes, quickly devolves into a repetitive slog. Violett's constant phone checking isn't just a plot device, it's a cinematic dead end, draining any tension with every glance at the screen. Director Christopher Landon, who is known for his crowd-pleasing horror comedies like Happy Death Day and Freaky, tries to inject some flair here. The airdrop messages splash across the screen in bold, oversized text, and a few stylish camera angles attempt to elevate the one-room setting. But these tricks feel like desperate attempts to mask a script that's stretched thinner than a cracked iPhone display. The comedy lands occasionally, but the heavier themes of trauma and technology addiction are handled with all the subtlety of a spam call. Fahy does her best, but Violett's character feels underwritten and oddly detached, as if she's waiting for the script to give her something more to do than panic and scroll. Sklenar, meanwhile, coasts on charm, his Henry so unflappably perfect that his presence borders on parody. The supporting cast are introduced with a nudge-wink promise of relevance, only to fade into the background, leaving the film's whodunit twist as predictable as it is absurd. By the time the third act rolls around, complete with a laughable monologue and a reliance on omnipotent security cameras, the movie abandons any pretense of logic or suspense. There are fleeting moments of brilliance, like a few of visual gags and well-timed jump scares, but they're not enough to save this thriller from feeling like a phone on 1% battery, limping toward the credits. This movie wants to say something profound about our screen-obsessed culture, but it's too busy tripping over its own convoluted plot to make a point. In the end, it's less a thrilling date from hell and more a call you'd let go straight to voicemail. It's not worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.